Unless you like getting shot, never turn your back on a gunner.
Proctor Ingram said she needed this suit tested yesterday.
Yeah, I get it. Just, what if I miss?
Don't.
Okay. We'll stop the Institute. From Max and Hanford's Brotherhood. Everything holding together?
Trust me. You know.
Good. Firing!
Alright. It was nominal. And you didn't scuttle a ship. Thanks, Initiator.
Sure.
Brotherhood, there's everything else. Nothing you can make. I think you should stay on point. Your instincts seem to be right on target.
Never forget, you are the eyes and the ears of the Brotherhood. If you see or hear anything suspicious, it is your duty to report it immediately. We live in enemy territory now. Your vigilance.
If you find any technical documents, you should bring them to Proctor Quinlan for analysis.
Getting out if they weren't on the ship. Your concerns are noted, Scribe. Give Proctor Ingram my thanks for letting me borrow you.
Excuse me, Scribe Naraya.
Feel free to have a look at the specimens, but please don't touch anything. I refuse to be held responsible if you're injured.
Quite a collection you've got here.
Well, thank you. Most people don't appreciate the important work that I'm trying to do here. I'm on the cusp of discovering how these creatures' bodies have adapted to the radiation that's infiltrated their habitats. If I can crack the code, I can equip our troops with a protective compound far superior to Rad-X.
That's amazing.
Well, it's only a theory so far. You see, the ionizing radiation left behind by the Great War kills because it damages most living things on a cellular level. However, after several generations, these creatures' bodies have adapted by altering their genetic makeup to prevent cellular disruption. I believe I've discovered how I can replicate that genetic restructuring rapidly. Instead of decades, I can do it in moments. For a short period of time, anyway. Oh, just say something already.
I'm sold. If you're looking for someone to help, you can sign me up.
I appreciate the offer, but unfortunately, I've hit a stumbling block. The specimens I've already captured can only produce so much blood and genetic material. If I try and harvest too much, they'll die. What I need are more samples of blood from the creatures roaming the Commonwealth.
No problem. I'd be glad to help.
I appreciate your confidence in my abilities, brother. I've modified your Pip-Boy to scan the corpse of any freshly killed creature that has the proper type of blood in its body. All you have to do is pick up any viable sample and bring it back to me. Hey, I really appreciate you doing this for me. It's nice to know I'm not the only person in the Brotherhood with an open mind.
No time to waste when there's work to be done.
Make sure you don't leave anything useful behind.
Lancer Captain Kells is one of the finest officers I've ever had the pleasure of serving
Proctor
under.
Tegan.
Step forward, Knight. Even though they've locked me in this blasted cage, I promise that I won't bite.
Looks uncomfortable in there.
It's not that bad. Now, this is the stowage depot, and I, as you probably already guessed, am the ship's quartermaster, Proctor Tegan. The powers that be have me locked in here, so I can keep an eye on the Brotherhood's valuables. If you need to stock up on supplies before you head out on a mission, this is the place to buy them.
That's good to know.
I'm glad you're the agreeable type. When I tell most of the new recruits that they have to buy their own equipment, they give me the stink eye. The good news is by having a constant flow of caps, I'm able to buy whatever you bring me. Yeah, I'm mostly interested in weapons, but I'll take anything useful. Of course, if you're just looking to make a few caps on the side, I might have some extra work for you to do.
I could use some extra caps.
You need them, and I want you to spend them here. It's a match made in heaven. It just involves a little bit of heavy lifting and interacting with the local farms. And since I'm stuck up here manning this one-man zoo, I need someone to do the legwork for me. After you're done with the meet and greet, we can discuss the details. In the meantime, if you ever need anything else, a gun, a mod, even ammo, you just let me know.
Tegan.
Remember, come find me when you're done meeting the rest of the crew. Plenty of work if you need it.
The human-looking
Come back when
synths.
you're done
or the wolves?
introducing yourself.
They hide in plain sight.
I don't want to interrupt your meet and greet, so be sure to stop by when you're done.
So, you're the new recruit I heard about. Huh, not what I was expecting.
What were you expecting?
The last batch of recruits we took on were wastelanders. Dirty, beaten up, looking for a handout. They were desperate and looking for an easy out. You look like you're here for a reason. Anyway, since you came down here to meet me, we may as well get it over with. My name's Ingram, and this lovely little grease pit is where you'll usually find me. If your power armor's too tight in the crotch, the Pridwin's about to crash into the ground, or a robot's gone haywire, you come see me.
Is this where I get my power armor?
Ha! That's always the first question from the new guys. Let's see. I just fixed up a pretty decent T-60 suit. The left leg actuator's a bit sticky, but it'll keep the creeps off of you. It's sitting in Bay 3. There isn't a day that goes by on this tub without 5 or 6 things breaking down. And since I'm stuck in this rig, I'm not quite as spry as I used to be. The work tends to pile up.
Actually, you seem to be getting around really well.
I suppose it's better than the alternative. Anyway, if you need any work done on your power armor, feel free to use the workshops around here. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get back to work.
You're an inspiration to us all, Knight. Do us proud.
I don't know about Scribe Mariah. I think she loves her little zoo.
Too much. There's a wealth of technology, just waiting to be discovered out here. Ready to continue our mission, soldier?
Not now.
No problem. Let me know when you're ready.
Ah, good. We're finally here. Just set the books down anywhere. I'll get to them as soon as I can.
What are you doing with all these books?
I suppose I could stop working for a moment to address your question.
Which books contain pertinent information?
Technical volumes, repair manuals, design philosophies, medical research. Anything that enhances the Brotherhood's knowledge. That's why I consider everything else a waste of paper.
Makes sense to get rid of the trash.
Well, I'm pleased you agree. Since it's obvious that you aren't who I was expecting, would you mind telling me why you're here?
Maxon wanted me to meet the crew, so you were next on my list.
Ah, yes. You must be the new recruit described in Paladin Dance's report. Under normal circumstances, I'd provide you with a proper orientation of my department. However, I'm woefully behind setting up research patrols and getting bombarded with requests for technical documentation. Unfortunately, I'm lacking the personnel needed to get the job done.
Maybe I can lend you a hand.
That would be splendid. As you patrol the Commonwealth, keep your eyes open for blueprints, memos, manuals, books, charts. Anything containing useful technical data. I'm authorized to pay you for each bundle of documents that you recover. And if you wish to be assigned to a research patrol, I have plenty of them waiting to be filled. In any event, it was a pleasure to meet you, Knight.
Doesn't it feel good to be a part of something as important as the Brotherhood?
Glad you finally stopped by, soldier. Are you ready for your medical exam?
As long as it doesn't involve petroleum jelly and rubber gloves, I'm ready.
No. This isn't that sort of examination. I'm going to ask you a series of medical-related questions, and I'd like you to answer me to the best of your ability. First question. As a child, were you ever exposed to radiation for an extended period of time?
There wasn't that much radiation around before the bombs fell.
Before the bombs? What? Let me check my notes. You were a vault dweller? You're probably healthier than anyone else aboard. Anyway, sorry I missed that in your records. Just going down the list of questions. I'm sure you understand. Okay, second question. Have you ever had or come in contact with a person confirmed to be carrying a communicable disease?
Never been seriously sick in my life.
Good. Third question. And please, answer honestly. Have you ever had sexual relations with any species considered non-human?
Those species aren't my type.
Good. I find the practice highly distasteful myself. Last question. Would you have any problems pulling the trigger on an enemy of the Brotherhood, whether they're human, formerly human, or machine?
If my life's in danger, I'll do whatever it takes to defend myself.
That's an acceptable answer, and the most common. Excellent. I think I've got all the information I need. I see no reason to prevent you from beginning your duties immediately. If you ever need medical assistance, you let me know.
Excuse me, Captain Cade.
How can I help you today?
What's new, Doc?
Nothing that would interest you. Now, let's talk about you and your health.
Not interested.
Fine.
Knight. You have technical documents, perhaps? Or looking to assist on a research patrol?
I found some technical documents for you.
These aren't technical documents. I don't have time for games, soldier. Come back when you've decided to take your duties more seriously.
Proctor Quinlan.
Knight. You have technical documents, perhaps? Or looking to assist on a research patrol?
Do you have any idea where I can find more of them?
Offices, laboratories, military bases. Almost any pre-war location is a potential treasure trove of technical information. I'd try searching desks, filing cabinets, safes, and anywhere else you suspect documents would be stored. Have you had any luck finding any yet?
Neither. Not right now.
That's unfortunate.
I've served on this vessel for years. The only home I know. Ready to continue our mission, soldier?
Ready.
Roger that.
Hey.
All right.
Come on.
Affirmative.
Excuse me, Paladin Dance?
Yes?
Your thoughts?
Let's talk to Proctor Tegan. I bet he has some excellent mods for our power armor.
Your thoughts?
Remember, we're out here representing the Brotherhood. Let's make them proud.
Just wanted to check in. See how you feel things are going between us.
I'm not sure right now. Perhaps you should ask me that later.
That was it?
Affirmative.
Hey.
Ready.
Moving out.
Got it.
Paladin Dance.
What's on your mind?
Your thoughts?
With the Brotherhood behind us, we'll never fall.
That was it?
Not a problem.
Do you know what a 10-pound cockroach can do to a buoyancy regulator? I can guess. Don't get smart. You want to see the Brotherhood's greatest Charging into a situation guns blazing is a good way to get yourself killed.
Can't talk right now. Gotta clean the Mirelurk scat off my boots. Getting a bit of a twitch on prop 3, adjusting torque.
Now that you've had a chance to roam the Pridwen, what do you think, Knight?
She's very impressive.
Yes, quite a feat of engineering, isn't she? It took the Brotherhood's sharpest minds over 2 years to design, and more than twice that to build.
Where was the Pridwen constructed?
She was constructed at Adams Air Force Base, just outside of Washington, D.C. There was a vast amount of scrap metal and salvageable components there after we defeated the Enclave. We spent the first 2 years alone gathering the parts. The rest was spent assembling. It was worth the effort.
With the Pridwen in our arsenal, we can mobilize our entire division, sending her anywhere that Elder Maxon wishes her to go.
Her presence in the Commonwealth ensures that our mission to defeat the Institute will end in victory.
Did the Brotherhood ever build other airships?
There were less advanced versions of the ship built on the West Coast a long time ago. Historical records about their current status are in dispute, but we're fairly certain that they were destroyed. In any event, I hope your tour of the Pridwen helped acclimate you to our way of life up here. I think you'll find that the more familiar you become with both her capabilities and her crew, the longer you'll survive as a member of the Brotherhood. You're dismissed, Knight.
Vertibird docking systems and fusion coolant feed systems reporting green.
System deltas at 100%.
The last person that disobeyed Captain Kells ended up scraping rust off of the Pridwen's hull from the outside. I prefer laser weapons myself. It's a cleaner shot and leaves that memorable ozone smell behind.
Elder.
Now that you've familiarized yourself with the Pridwen's crew, are you ready for your next assignment, brother?
Yes, Elder.
Good. Let's get right to it then. Shall we? Take a look over there. That's Fort Strong. And it's infested with super mutants. Having those aberrations of nature close enough to smell is making me sick to my stomach. To make matters worse,
They're sitting on top of a massive stockpile of Fat Man shells we could use in our campaign. I want you to head over there, wipe out everything that moves, and secure that stockpile. Understood?
Consider it done.
Look, I realize you're eager to take the fight to the Institute, but it'll have to wait. The Brotherhood cannot allow those abominations to have a nuclear arsenal at their fingertips. Now, we have a vertibird on standby, fully armed, and ready to depart. Use it to carry our message to Fort Strong, and wipe those dirty mutants from the face of the earth. Dismissed.
Let's trade some things.
I'm busy.
I do hope you were able to find...
I hope you find your son.
afraid I'm not much use for the fight anymore. But back in the day, folks used to call me Murphy the Mad Woman.
Hey.
Ready for the sight again, kid? I usually like mixing Psycho in with something else, but I'll need it straight this time.
I've got it.
Oh, Lord. That's pure. Gonna be an interesting trip. I see you surrounded by outstretched hands. Everyone needs your help, kid. Everyone wants you to see things their way. And whether you want it or not, you're gonna have to decide which ways of life keep going in the Commonwealth and which end. Oh no. You should have seen this coming.
Place is really coming together, huh? I can't take all the credit.
Can it wait?